Right, there's two spivs in Victoria Park in Hackney, Charlie and Harry, on a Sunday morning, boiling hot day, walking through the park. Charlie says to Harry, Harry, I'm gasping. He says, I'm really thirsty, could do with a pint. He says, Harry, Charlie, he said, I've got no money. He said, we're both skint, we had no money for weeks. He said, don't worry about that. He said, we'll have a walk round the park, see the ladies pushing their prams around with all the kids. We're going to cricketers down by the canal. He went, all right, lovely, sweet. So have a walk round the canal, see all the girls, bump, 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 into the pub, just opened, and here's the barman behind the bar. He says, morning boys, what's your poison? He said, morning governor. He said, we'll have 2 pints of your coldest draft lager on lime, please. He said, certainly boy. Here's a pint of lager, puts a bit of lime in it, bang, bang, bang. He said, that'd be £4.75, please boy. He went, thank you very much, governor. He said, excuse me, governor, before we go any further, he says, in that picture behind you, he says, is that your wife? The governor says, yeah, it's my wife, why? He said, no disrespect, governor. He says, you're a beautiful looking woman. You're a very lucky man. He went, thank you very much. He said, the 2 kids in the picture, are they your kids? He went, yeah, of course they're my kids. What do you mean? He went, no, I'm not being funny. He said, they're fine looking children. Lovely girl and a boy. Beautiful, 50-50. He said, the dog in the picture, he said, is that a red setter or a Labrador? He said, it's a red setter. He said, it's a fine looking beast. He said, thank you very much. He said, the cottage in the background, is that in Devon or in Cornwall? He said, that's in Devon. He said, you're a very lucky man. He said, I know that, thank you very much. That'll be £4.75. He went, excuse me, Gov, before we start. He said, I paid you the £4.75 before we started the conversation. He said, did you? He said, yeah, I did. He went, okay, son. So he walks away. Here's your pint, Harry. He said, thank you, Charlie. He said, that was a bit of a libby, wasn't it? He went, no. He said, don't worry about that. So they drink the pint. Governor's looking at them, polishing his glasses. He thinks, I'm sure I've been fucked here somewhere. So they drink their pints and he says, I could do with another pint. He said, leave off. He said, I bought mine around. It's about time you bought it around. He went, shut up. You ain't going to stand for that twice. He said, get up and get a drink. So up gets Charlie, walks over to the bar. He says, morning, Governor. Governor says, morning, son. What's your poison? He says, I'll have a pint of lager and lime, please, and one for my mate. He said, certainly. Pours it out, wallop, on the bar, bump, bump, 2 bits of lime. He said, that'd be £4.75, please. He went, hold on, Gov. He said, in that picture, he said, before you start, he said, I've heard it all before. He said, in that picture's my wife, my lovely wife, and I love her to pieces. He went, all right. He said, in the picture's my 2 lovely kids, a boy and a girl, 50-50, lovely. He said, the dog's a red setter, not a Labrador, and the cottage is in Devon, not in Cornwall. He said, I don't know what you're talking about, Gov, I'm only waiting for me change.